Certain aspects of Paul's language are clear that they are an explicit indication not of a second skin, but of transformation of the former body. Let's look at the most obvious examples. Paul repeatedly says in his letters that it is the dead that rise. This is language that makes no sense under second skin theory. Second skin theory envisages a free-floating spirit taking on a new body. That free-floating spirit is not dead, and it doesn't rise when it takes on the new body. The terminology only makes sense if it is something that is dead, that is in some sort of recumbent position from which it rises. The only aspect that may be so described properly is the dead body left in a prone position in the earth. In other places, Paul clearly refers to a process that is transformative, meaning one thing turning into another. In Romans 8:11, for example, Paul says that the Spirit will quicken your mortal bodies. To get rid of this obvious reference to the transformation of our bodies, the second skin theorist has to engage in a tortuous act of exegesis, in which they argue that this means God gives life to our bodies now, bodies that will die because they are mortal. This is nothing more than trying to force Paul to say what the second skin thesis requires, by gratuitously adding multiple qualifiers not present in the text. A last example can be found in Romans 6:4. The figure of baptism stands firmly against the second skin theory. The body that goes into the water is the same one that comes out. Those are some of the more obvious passages from Paul that can't be read in terms of the second skin theory. In our final segment for part 2, we'll look at some passages that second skin theorists imagine proves their case. See you then. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver.